Hello and welcome, this is Politic Revolutionary here today with Europa Universalis for Cradle of Civilization. So right now I'm in a war against the English and against the Mamluks as part of my alliance with my good friend the Ottomans. And things are going okay. We do have a rebel problem in Scandinavia, but that will be dealt with all haste. England is offering us peace, but we will not have peace until they pay for their crimes. What crimes? I know not. I'm just generalizing. The coalition apparently is dissolving again, despite there being quite a few people, unless if they're just reconsidering due to opinion. It might be that. Oh, there's a great war between those. Okay, that's interesting. Silver Tongue. Actually, would that mean that if we declared a war on the coalition... Maybe, I don't know. Because if the coalition's divided, then... Perhaps? Okay, Hungary has left the coalition, excellent. That's a major player out, and that should mean that the coalition should significantly decrease in size in a very short while. Let's move these armies over here. We do have call for peace. Yes. Okay, that's fortunate, but we'll deal with that. And we'll finish off these rebels. Cadiz has been occupied by the Mamluk. No, has been occupied by ourselves. Okay, good. Let us set this as a goal for Catalonia to siege down. Let's lower this volume a tad. Oh, something happened. Not quite sure what. Well, let's kill these rebels. We don't want that siege to go flipped. We have excellent morale, 5.8. And they have rather poor morale. Yeah, they have a 20% penalty. Good for them. France occupies Hamburg. Excellent. Hamburg, I want all 1,000 of those ducats. I wouldn't mind you doing that. That seems jolly good, in fact. Ravensburg is being occupied as we speak. Excellent. Do we have our claim on Utrecht? Yes, we do. No, we don't, actually. We have no valid casus belli. Well, let's try getting a casus belli on them. That will be most useful if we do get that. As for here, we can still get 0.15 from those, or we could get... let's get that out of the way. 0.15 from this, I suppose, one of these, and Gand. How much trade power could we get from places? 0.6, 0.5? That's not quite good. Oh, we could get plus 21.21 ducats. That's worth it. And it's in Paris, so all the better, because Paris has lots of slots open. Yes, we're reaching a point where these aren't quite so profitable anymore. How about regimental camps? No, those aren't necessary. They're not going to help much. Oh, we can get training fields. Excellent. Yes, let's get training fields. I didn't know that training fields came so early in the tech tree. Okay, let's combine those armies. And yes, when's our truce with Muscovy, Russia, going to be up? Our truce ends in 1601. Age of Reformation is actually going to end soon as well, which will mean that we'll have to deal with absolutism. Oh, absolutism, that's an interesting mechanic to say the least. I think my voice is dying a tad, but it's fine. And the Mamluk War. We have 84% war score. What could you possibly want? 85% now. Actually, Lisbon's a fairly central fort to Portugal. Excellent. That ended finally. So our land's no longer besieged. Let's move these up. We have 95% war score, 94 against the English. Forced religion and And yes. There we go, Ravensburg has now seceded to our demands. Papal State has left the coalition, so the coalition is slowly dissolving. This is good. We can actually demand the Strait, which would be really good for us, but it's going to cause us quite a bit of overextension. So let's demand these provinces so that we don't quite go over 100. And we could demand the return core. I don't think that's the best thing to do. Maybe we could free the Scottish and get a vassal up here, but I don't particularly feel like that's a great idea. We could also try taking land from the English West Indies. This is at a no overextension, apparently. So that wouldn't be a terrible idea. Yeah, coalition, blah blah blah. Oh, we do have a loan, so we have to get rid of that sometime. But I don't think that's our highest priority. Let's move this army to the Muscovite front. We should probably defeat you sometime, but you're in a coalition against us, so perhaps not. Okay, and the English won't accept yet, but I believe once we take mines, then that will happen. Coalition's dying back down a bit. Mines has fallen. You still... Oh, one of these has a fort, that's why. Okay, so those have forts. But if I demand those, it means the same. Excellent. So we will, and then we'll have our own colonial nation in due time. So that will be 99% overextension. Fairly cheap to core. But we don't actually have enough admin. Novgorod is a bit mad at us, but what we can do is we can just placate. Do I want to continue? No, not especially. Actually, would we want trade power from you? 21% that would flow into Baltic, that would flow also into the English Channel? Perhaps. Probably not, though. We're 49% towards integrating Catalonia, and the coalition has decreased in size after that. It was strange. It was strange indeed. Do people not know what's in their best interest? I suppose not. We'll fabricate on you. Delete the fort and marches, yes. And we still need quite a few more things. Quite a bit more of everything, to be honest. Let's move this army up to the French Baltic in order to prepare for our war against the Muscovites. We have an available rival, but that will be the Ottomans, so yes, let's try not to rival our only friend. Actually, our only friend's not that happy with us. So let's increase that trust. Religious leagues are still a thing. 34,000. Now that's a lot. We could do the 34 regiments trick. Just hire 34 regiments. Well, actually, in our case it would be 40 regiments. And, then... There we go, we'll get back all our manpower. It's a bit cheap, but I don't really want to suffer that loss, so let's not. Okay, excellent. Plus free stability, Protestantism is falling, at least in our empire. There are still some centers of Reformation that just need to go. Fortunately, Savoy... I suppose we could find a way to defeat Aachen. And the coalition's grown again now. It's like an on and off thing. Poland has declared war on Russia. Poland's being a bit pretentious there. Do they think they can actually beat Russia? I suppose they can. As you can see, the Ottomans are still a force to be reckoned with. They have a larger army than us and a larger force than me. Like, I know it's probably because of their ideas, but it's still scary nonetheless. Yes, they have offensive ideas. Still, together we far outnumber anyone else, which is why a coalition declaring war on us, at least, is quite unfeasible. We could actually declare war on Poland, perhaps. That might not be a terrible idea. We're probably going to get rebels. Oh yes, continue coring. And we have Lancashire and Yorkshire still to core. Disputed succession in Aragon. Interesting. With this army down south. How many armies do we have on this front? Only 2. So let's send you. Oh, you're in mines, and that means that we would need access through someone. Papal influence increased by 6. Yeah. Poland has left the coalition against us. Whoa, that's a real game changer, actually. Not game changer, but it means that the coalition is significantly weaker. Who's in the coalition, then? Yeah, it's just a bunch of miners. If we declared war on the coalition, it would fall apart completely. And our relative strength compared to the coalition is probably through the roof. Let's send an additional third army over to the east. Russia only has 51,000 troops, so it shouldn't be a problem. Oh yes, condottieri. We need to cancel them. Fine, we'll do that soon. Yes. Utrecht, who are your allies? Truce with Austria and Tyrol have expired. Tyrol. Oh, we released Tyrol again. That's interesting. You have fairly mundane allies, so that will be fine. Why are we losing money? I suppose it's corruption? Yes, that's 23 ducats a month out of our pocket. Plus our advisors. Yeah, we're paying through the roof for advisors, but these are worth it. Very much so. Let's try coring Yorkshire first. That's really a jewel of a province. The English have developed it so much, it's just like they're trying to develop an institution or something. 42 development? This is definitely gonna become a state once we get enough states to do that. Unfortunately, we're kind of throttled with states at the moment. Okay. Claim on Aragon. Can send this army down south. Yeah, defeating Aragon should be a menial task. Morocco's actually guaranteeing them. Interesting. Württemberg. That's our vassal, right? I haven't played in such a long time. Yes, Württemberg's our vassal, so I'll accept that. How are we on HRA elections, by the way? Split in our favor. Excellent. We're losing authority even while at peace because of how many are in the religious leagues. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have a colonial nation though soon. That's great. Our truce is still gonna take up 2 more years, so that's sad. Still, in 1600, what institution is it in 1600 actually? Print and press. Global trade is gonna spawn in 1600, and global trade is gonna spawn in most likely here. What are we doing with our merchants? Because if we could push with both of them to the English Channel, then we might have a chance of making it the most... Why can't we transfer trade power? Let's see. If we transfer trade power, and take our merchant from Bordeaux, might that make the English Channel the most valuable trade? The most valuable in the world? It's probably gonna hurt our income. Most definitely. But oh well. There we go, we can declare war on Utrecht. Now that's gonna call on quite a few people, but they're probably already in a coalition anyways, or high AE at least. Don't think I would mind them being called in. How are people's coffers, by the way? Income comparison. Ledger's country. Sort by money. Venice has quite a few ducats. I wouldn't mind taking a loan from Venice. I don't need a castle spelling. Either way, I think I'm going to definitely go for Utrecht. Move you directly and start sieging. Oh, we'll catch Cologne off guard. Excellent. Will we catch the Utrechtian army? Perhaps, perhaps not. We do need to court this province, though. Yes, we will. Excellent. Our vassals are on siege focus, correct? Let's set them on siege focus. We definitely have the numbers, and if our vassals siege together, then it will work out just fine. Most of these forts are still underqualified anyways. We definitely want to take the province of Utrecht for ourselves. That's gonna increase our income in the English Channel significantly. Let's see, outgoing. Most of this is outgoing to Lubeck. How much is outgoing? Here, a lot of it is outgoing to the English Channel. That's good. What I could also do is I could try capturing more of this trade node. Still, getting a global trade institution itself isn't that necessary. We certainly have enough provinces with trade centers that it will spread fairly quickly. 1600, it still hasn't spawned though. Interesting. Maybe we can make London the center of trade that it's supposed to be. Maybe. First is probably manpower though. Diplomatic reputation, excellent. That means that Barcelona. No, not Barcelona. What am I talking about? Catalonia will be integrated sooner. Something estates. How are you? You're mighty jolly. You might as well give us some of that. Oh, yes, we should demand admin support. And from you, a levy? Perhaps not. We don't need a levy. How's our tech? Tech's fine. We probably do need admin. Bourgeoisie loses loyalty, but we gain base production in Lyonnais, Co, and Normandy. Or those provinces get a guilds defended modifier, losing. That's 8 unrest though. That's probably not worth it. It is going to increase the value of this node, but Like, how much is one more development going to do? Probably not that much. Yeah, let's take that. I'll for sure get that event again sometime. Provinces have been cored, and we have a colonial nation. French Antilles. Sure. So, we have our first colonial nation. The number of subjects that we're getting is definitely increasing. Oh, they only have 9. Ooh, if we only had one more city. A shame. Any provinces that need sieging? Cologne? Well, Wurzburg has already fallen. Wait, Hesse is in Wurzburg? That's amusing. Hesse, they just require your money, really. You only have 46. Oh well. You're -3 towards that. And we lost a military leader. A shame. No, not even after that battle. Fine. We should probably keep ourselves at 4 military leaders. Probably. He's a decent leader. We definitely want to get up to 100 professionalism. And drilling's gonna take such a long while to get there, so... we really need this professionalism events. Is there anyone with really good professionalism, actually? Military, army quality, professionalism. Milan and Memmingen, but we're actually among the highest, which is interesting. Because I don't feel like we've invested too much. We've invested a lot in generals, sure, but other than that, not really. Our truce with Saxony is up. We have a claim on Saxony. Perhaps. But they're transferring trade power to us, so we can't. Okay, Memmingen has fallen. You. Cologne will accept everything. You're Catholic, excellent. Wish you could sort this by alliance and stuff. Don't particularly care. You can make do. I don't. I just want the money. Can we pay you back that loan? Not quite yet. With the next peace deal, we will. Speaking about next peace deal, Hesse. It's kind of your turn. Oh, and Memmingen. Why is Memmingen on high enthusiasm? We have their capital. I have no idea. But you're not a heretic, so you get it off easy. How's religion? Protestantism is shrinking. We really do need to get into a war against Aachen, though. But they're free cities, so we need a war against their ally. Kildare, we can't do because they're in a coalition. And Frankfurt. Can't spell. Frankfurt. You are also a free city. Pity. Are we at war with Frankfurt, actually? No. I think we were recently, but I simply cannot recall. Truce with Russia ends in June of next year. How are we towards the next Miltech? Next Miltech is a ways off. we might as well get a couple of generals. And just to increase our professionalism, I suppose. Professionalism is so good. Oh, Condottieri. Excellent. They're not doing nothing. What happens when we go to war with them? Yorkshire is ours. Excellent. So let's trade here. 21 ducats. Not that good. But we can repay our loan, so good. Hesse is still hanging in there, but not for much longer. Excellent. Hesse is out. And Nuremberg's down. Ooh, 1,000 ducats. Also, let's just go siege down Tyrone. Surprised that we haven't had any English rebels yet. Very surprised. Ah, it's Catholic land. And since we've got, our most glorious... since we've got our... It's Catholic land, and plus because we've got humanist ideas. Did we finish those humanist ideas? Yes, we did. No, we didn't, actually. But we've got a good number of them. Transport fleet got crushed. That's what happens when you mess with 10 heavies. And we can purchase another age ability, even though they're almost completely useless at this point. Suppose we'll get that. I'll send these armies. Why can't we send them for the artillery? Ah, we need military access for Poland. Poland actually won't give us military access. Shame. I suppose we'll just... Yes, send them by transport. And we need to declare war on Russia. Otherwise they will probably join the coalition, and we cannot deal with that. No, truce break-in. What? No, it's June. What? Okay, this is strange. I am most confused. But whatever. Let's keep on getting our manpower recovery speed up. %. You lost literally 0 troops. Oh well. Oh yes, we do want the province of Utrecht itself, though. Yep. Give us that glorious English Channel trade. We definitely don't need that fort. We should probably, prove some things. We can rival Russia. And now the entirety of the English. What's that 4%? Where is that 4% from? Come on, really? Spy network construction speed. That would affect England. How? England... We control the entire node. I have no idea. And we can declare war on the Russians. Let's go for reconquest on Novgorod. And yep. Poland's already blockading their ports. Let's blockade some more of them. Poland's not doing that well, actually. Too bad for them, I suppose. We're making a good 24 ducats per month. Excellent. And that's even well paying down some corruption. Should we force engagement? I don't think so. I think we go around there. The Polish fight the Russians. We don't need to. We can just siege down and be happy. Send our troops down there, and Catalonia will be integrated soon enough. That's going okay. Could be going better though. Luki has fallen. Novgorod will fall very soon as well. It's just that we've got so many cannons, they can't do anything really. And oh, we still have Italian ambition. Blimey. Why has global trade not spawned yet? I have no idea. But that's worrying me a bit because I would really like to get onto the next stage. Maybe not quite yet, actually. If we could finish this age while still, finishing our war with Russia, that would be good because, then we will, if we finish it while we're still at war with Russia, then we'll get the extra war score, and that will be nice. Trading in glass has happened to us. Hungary has entered a coalition. Good for them, I don't care. They will die like the rest. Coalition's actually probably a bit large, but oh well. It's not awful. It's only a couple hundred AE. Should probably actually declare war on Denmark in order to finish off Sageland. Which means we should build this by network there. Martian has entered a coalition. Good for them. Let's break those noble rebels. Kazan has fallen. See, the problem is that these fell like within one tick. So their armies don't exactly impress us with their forts don't exactly impress us. Austria has entered a coalition. What province? Shoot. Where do we do that? Okay. So that can be built in Verdemois. Yes, let's build stuff in the English Channel trade node in order to just increase its value. If we could get it high enough, then that would be nice. I doubt it though. And Poland, Lithuania, how much are you gonna? You're 12%. Yeah, that's not gonna end anytime soon, is it? Carpet siege the Russians, I suppose. If a good 29% war score. Why doesn't Poland actually have that much war score, actually? Reconquest of Poltava. I don't know. They definitely control their war goal. Clergy lose stuff. 50 admin points. Yeah, let's go for that. And I suppose let's just get this over with. Recruit, minister? Well, we already have a minister, so... And just straight up take that. Force march. Force march is nice, but, yeah, we just can't. And send you back, because we don't want you taking attrition. We'll leave that for our vassals to do. Take attrition, that is. Whoa, Poland's. How is that only 18% war score? Poland controls basically the entirety of... I suppose we control the forts, so... Who got global trade? Wait, what? Where did it spawn? Oh, it spawned in Beijing? Beijing is worth more than Genoa? Blimey. Oh well. How much is it gonna be spread in here? It's gonna spread fairly quickly. Catalonia is almost annexed. Aragon, etc. has joined the coalition. Idea max promoted cultures +2. See, I definitely want the improved relations, that's the thing. If we could get the improved relations, that will be like +60% improved relations. And if we get an improved relations advisor, then here, let's actually check. Improved relations. Improved relations. Where is it? Oh, so much stuff to do. Years of separatism, blah blah blah. Tax income +42. Interesting. Number of states +15. I have no idea. Okay. Oh well. Let's not have you take attrition. Here, just go to Novgorod. And we can gain 17% more from that. England is no longer a great power. Who are the great powers? There's us, then there's Ottomans. How much does our vassals control? Not very much. Our vassals are kind of small, actually. And we can convert this province. Excellent. Philosopher, or... Oh, excellent. Tech cost. No. Aragon has joined the Catholic League. Welcome. The Protestant League is definitely not going to be doing anything. And we have almost all of Spain under our control. Excellent. We don't need this fort, nor this fort now. Or nor do we need Narbonne. In fact, once we completely take over Spain, we can just delete basically all of those. Our Diplo rep's going to be down a bit, but we didn't really need much Diplo rep anyways. Plus we have more provinces. Why would I have a royal marriage of use, Marzane? doomsday, like I care. States demand control of provinces. Oh, that's sad. That would be clergy? Yeah. Give the clergy cohorts, I suppose? Doesn't quite matter which provinces. Give them... Now, what is that one stack doing? Yeah, no. Let's just return you to the manpower pool. Just return you all to the manpower pool. It's so nice that we can do that. Makes things so much easier. Russia will have to concede at some point. Some more. What do we want actually? Novgorod, you want these provinces. What are your cores in Novgorod again? Actually, give those back to me, because by giving them back to me, I can just take them for reduced cost and just hand them over. Saxony has entered a military coalition. Good for you, Saxony, because it's gonna mean absolutely nothing. We can crush you whenever we want. Not sure why I'm trying to buff English channel. I guess, and there's still reason to buff English channel because since we control 98% of it. Yep. Increase those tariffs. You could probably get a good amount of tariffs from you. Speeded trade something. Here, let's go to the diplomatic macro builder and send another person. Excellent. And you're taking attrition. Poland. Don't you have what you want? You have 78%. Coalition rising. Yeah, it includes most of Southern Europe. Don't we... Yeah, don't we have Polish provinces? Is that as vital interest? Here, Danzig. Claim. See, Danzig has a claim on Pomerania. Why don't they have a Pomerania claim on Poland? There's obviously no logical sense to this. Has global trade. Not quite present in any of our provinces. Yeah, well, I'll just have to go a couple of years without it. Don't really care. And yeah, I guess we could just declare war on Denmark. Is there anything really stopping us? We can't co-belligerize Norway because we still have our truce with them. Our truce that ends in 1606. But still, do we really need to co-belligerize Norway to take all of their land? Yes, because it's 72%. Oh well. We could actually declare war on these powers and try taking their trade goods. Where do I have trade goods stuck under? I don't know. Because there's definitely a lot of gold here that I would definitely appreciate having. But this would be under vassals anyways, so not quite sure. Joseph Brandenburger's up. They are definitely joining coalition, aren't they? Age of Reformation ending on 100 months. Excellent. And Poland took their share. Excellent. Let's blitzkrieg these provinces. And our vassals will do the rest. Yeah, these forts aren't going to last very long at all. And then after that, we'll declare war on Poland. Flintlock muskets? Sure. Cavalry shotgun supply limit. It's not extraordinary. But that does put us... Oh, the Polish are actually on that level. Yeah, if we're gonna fight Poland, then we probably want that. Fine. Subject is tired of war. Fine, we can pay for that. The levy. Oh, this event, I dislike it most, certainly. Elaborate court life? I suppose let's just keep it at a modest level. And then we can just placate you by calling a diet. Fine. Those forts are gonna fall within seconds. And yeah, once they do, we can probably demand our 100% peace. And it's still Age of Reformation, which is great, which means that we can take a bunch more provinces than we usually could. And this would include all Novgorodian cores, correct? Novgorod has those as her core provinces, and those are the provinces we will take. Yep. %100% peace, and yes. Okay, first, let's give Novgorod their rightful land. Let's actually enable divert trade, because they're going to become a lot less hostile soon. Tivin. Grant Province. Yep. Combe? Is Combe one of theirs? Definitely. And we should probably give that province Mologod. Yeah, that one. I don't know its name quite. Tiver. That'll be nice to give as well. Yeah, Novgorod is going to easily be able to eat this up, because even though it's a lot of overextension for us, because they had cores on a lot of the land, it's not going to be quite so bad for them. Grant Luki. Oh, that was one of their cores as well. Pskov. Grant them that. And Ostrov. And I think we'll just keep the rest of Livonia, because Livonia is... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Oh, we don't want these two, Polotsk. No, but those were provinces we already had. Okay. So the French Baltic has expanded, and Novgorod themselves have expanded. Should probably improve relations with them. relatively cheap to core, and that next idea we'll get in a couple of years. Excellent. Send our armies back to the French Baltic, and then we will begin our war against Poland momentarily. But that war will be until in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.